All right, welcome to Late Night with BS3, special edition. We're doing a UNC Tar Heels versus Indiana Hoosiers live reaction show. Got a little bit of a late start. I apologize for that, but we are up and ready to go. We've got North Carolina obviously facing Indiana, games on ESPN, and I'll be doing my own kind of version of a live reaction, kind of a play by play. So those of you tuning in, thank you for tuning in tonight. Appreciate your love and support. And I'm going to pull up the game right here. It's now 8-10, 8-12, excuse me. Indiana's up by 4. And let me pull up the screen here so you can see exactly what's going on in the game. Let's see. We're going to do this right here. All right. So we're going to pull this up so you can see me and you can see the game going on at the same time. Let's see what's the best option. All right, that's probably the best option right there. So 8-12 right now, and we have Seth Trimble at the free throw line, and he makes the first one, or he made that one. So it's 9-12, and this is it's a big time game right here. Obviously, North Carolina on a 2-game losing streak, and Indiana, who's undefeated. They're at 6-0. So North Carolina is definitely going to need this game. They're going to need to bounce back. They're going to need to show that they were deserving of that number 1 ranking. All right. So right now we've got Indiana driving, shooting a 3, and he misses it. That was a missed shot by Jalen Hood Scafino. And we got North Carolina driving, not successful. Indiana's back down the floor. And a missed shot. Baycott gets the rebound. And they are bringing it up the floor. And this is, again, it's an important game for both teams, but really for North Carolina to be able to bounce back. Like I said, lost 2 games. And we just got a bucket there by Seth Trimble, the freshman, the true freshman from Mimona Falls. And we got a jumper and a 3 by Jalen Hood Scafino. So it's now 15-11. Join in on the comments. Let me know what you're feeling, how you, if you're a fan of either team. And we're live right now on various platforms. So we're live right now on YouTube. So make sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell for me. We are also live on Facebook. And then we're live on BS3 TV on Roku. So you can subscribe and add BS3 TV on your Roku TV or device. Or you can go to, excuse me, that's the wrong thing I put up there. Or you can go to bs3network.com or bs3tvlive.com. And that's where you'll be able to also watch the content that we have. So 15-11, North Carolina 3 for 17, 11 points, Hoosiers 4 for 6. And leave Indiana is going to be passing the ball in. Indiana's looking real good this year. Mike Woodson doing a great job as coach. I thought he could have had more opportunities, probably in the NBA, but he's at his alma mater at the line, shooting, and he makes the first one. That's number 32, Pete Nance out of Northwestern. Second one, good, graduate transfer. And that puts it at 13-15 with 10-18 left to go. And we've got Indiana bringing it up the floor. And that is, I believe that's Tamar Bates. Passes it down low. Great pass. And that's a bucket by the senior Trace Jackson Davis. Got North Carolina bringing it up the floor. Pete Nance with the ball. Baycott with the ball. They're kind of passing it around the horn. Down low, Pete Nance with a nice, sweet kiss off the glass. Pete Nance with the jumper. Found 15-17. Live reaction, ACC Big Ten Challenge, North Carolina, Indiana Hoosiers. North Carolina gets the rebound, driving up the floor. Pete Nance in the corner for the three, and it's money. This is a great pickup. It's a great pickup so far. 18-17. Pete Nance with 7, 2 for 4 in field goals. Indiana with the ball. Trace with the ball at the top of the key. And a three made by Indiana, 19-18. And that's Jalen Hood Scafino. Jalen Hood Scafino has been on it so far since I've jumped on here. Everybody tuning in, jump in on comments if you're watching the game or if you're a fan of either team. Like I said, live reaction show on tonight. Pete Nance with another bucket, 2019. Again, a great pickup, graduate transfer from Northwestern. And that's really kind of the name of the game right now when it comes down to NCAA basketball. It's transfers and graduate transfers. A massive dunk by Trace Jackson Davis, 21-20. Wherever you're tuning in, jump in on the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in at. We got North Carolina with the ball, deciding what they want to do. And that is a foul on Indiana. And we're getting ready to go to a commercial break. ACC Big Ten Challenge. North Carolina dropped down to number 18 after losing 2 games in a row. Indiana is 6-0. Huge shout out to them and how they're playing so far. Got nothing but positive things to say about them. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we get back, we'll get right back into the game. Thank you all those for tuning in, and we will be right back.
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to show that attainability. I want to show the accessibility of this kind of lifestyle.
From social media to having conversations with friends and family, you always have to put on face and say face.
What brings a smile to my face is the one person that totally believes in me, and that's my beautiful wife, Jody.
I just had to stop because I didn't value myself. I didn't love myself. And it's like, I have to learn to love myself.
Changing the world one conversation at a time. This is Revelations. There's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. 4 men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Doc, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents The Forecast, where H-Rap B always predicts,
if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
YouTube, obviously. Just go there, type in BBMuse, MUSE, as well as clicking the link in the description of this show. It's right there, so you can click right on it. Thank you again for tuning in tonight. And we are back with game action. And it is, like I said, 20 to 21. And it is rocking right now at the Indiana Hoosiers arena. Let me give the actual proper name. The Simon Skogit Assembly Hall, and they are decked out in white, and they are ready to go. So at the line, we have Pete Nance. The first one is good. Pete Nance has been money. He has been money so far this game. He is 3 for 5 with field goal to 9 points, leading the team in points right now. And the next one is good as well. So 22-21, Indiana's passing the ball in. And they're going to be bringing it up the floor. May get caught with a looks like they might have got caught with a backcourt, but they bringing the ball up the floor. Jalen Hood Scafino, hopefully I'm saying his last name correctly. He's been doing his thing. Down low, foul called. And that was a shot by number 23, the senior, Trace Jackson Davis. And that was a foul. So Trace Jackson Davis going to the line. 22-21. Leading scorer, Jalen Hood Scafino with 12. And that is good for Jackson Davis, the first one. And we'll see with the second one. Loving this ACC Big Ten Challenge. Baycott is on the sideline. Not sure how he's doing. Looks like they're checking his arm or his elbow. North Carolina driving, and a missed shot by Caleb Love. It was a nice layup, but missed shot by Caleb Love. We're gonna definitely need him to get those type of buckets. We cannot go without buckets on tonight. All right, Jackson Davis with another bucket. It is now 24-22. Driving down the floor, Caleb Love passing it to Nance. Nance driving. Ooh, nice move. Nice move, but they're actually calling traveling. Actually called traveling. It was a very, very nice move, but it will not stand. And Indiana has the ball. Trace Jackson Davis. And we have number 12 driving down the floor, Miller Cope, passing it down low to Jackson Davis. Nice move on Pete Nash, and he puts in the bucket. And no, this is not the actual game. Thank you for tuning in the Facebook group. We're just doing a live reaction. As you can see, I have up on the screen the stats. Cannot play the actual game. So, yeah, we're just doing a live reaction. Sean Griswold, thank you for tuning in. And no, like I said, nope, we're not watching the actual game, just a live reaction. And I got the stats up there. But I appreciate your comments. All right, we got Indiana with the ball. Backing down low. Davis with another nice move. Did not go in. North Carolina gets the rebound. R.J. Davis bringing it up the floor. A little bit of a sloppy shot. And Indiana has the ball, bringing it up the floor. Beautiful outlet pass to number 11, Miller Cope with the bucket. 28-22. North Carolina's down by 6. Indiana on a 7-point run in the last 2 minutes and 34 seconds. North Carolina with the ball. Leaky Black is driving. Passing it to Puff Johnson. And it appears to be a foul. We got 4 minutes, 52 seconds left in the first half. North Carolina really has got to settle in here. But, horrible shot by Pete Nance in that drive. And he hasn't been bad. Like I said, 3 for 6, 1 for 3, 11 points, leading the team right now. Puff Johnson at the line. First one is good. Puff Johnson, the younger brother of Cameron Johnson, plays for the Phoenix Suns. 23-28. North Carolina's down by 5. Puff Johnson at the line for the second one, and it is good. 24-28. Armando Bacot checking back into the game. And Puff Johnson coming out. Hoosiers bringing the ball up the floor. Indiana driving to the hole, passing it out to Jalen Hood-Schifino, driving, passing it to number 5, Malik Reno, and he misses the shot in the corner. And it looks like Trace Jackson Davis called with a foul. He's got 2 right now. 28-24. Indiana's up. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half. Pete Nance going to the line. He's been going to the line quite a bit in this game so far. And shooting the first one. He's got a very interesting orthodox type of shot. He didn't miss that first one. And Jackson Davis going to the bench. What's up to my man? Why is El Jefe in the building? Pete Nance misses the second one. Appreciate you for tuning in. Those that don't know me, I'm a diehard North Carolina fan. I did one of these last year during the Final Four, and I decided to do one again tonight. So, kind of mix it up. Do some sports, do some movie reviews. We do a little bit of everything here on BS3 Network. All right, we got Indiana with the ball at the top of the key, passing it down low to Malik Renu. At the top of the key, passes the ball to Xavier Johnson. He misses it. Bringing it back up the floor. Jalen Schifino with the shots, and he misses it. North Carolina gets the rebound, bringing the ball up the floor. R.J. Davis. Pass intercepted. Indiana is driving, and a bucket by number 32, Trey Galloway. 30-24. Momentum is definitely on Indiana's side. It looks like another steal by Indiana. Indiana driving. Trey Galloway with another bucket. We got to stop the bleeding. We got to stop the bleeding. We may need to call a timeout. Yeah, definitely a time for a timeout. Yeah, Xavier Johnson got the steal, passed it to Trey Galloway, and he makes a layup. So 32-24. It is rocking right now in Indiana. We're going to have to bounce back. We cannot allow this team to continue to go on this run. And it's, like I said, it's rocking right now in Indiana. So timeout, and we will take a break, and we will be right back. Thank you for tuning in, whatever platform you're tuning in on, or if you're watching the replay. Are you watching it live? Yes, I am watching it live. It's on YouTube TV, though, so it's going to probably be a little bit of a delay. But I do have it live on my TV. But let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're tuned in to the BS3 Network, Tar Heels versus Hoosiers live reaction.
Poppy J.
If it wasn't consensual, you got to protect the parties. You got to be cautious. But this is two consensual adults. There's nothing to protect.
Wise El Jefe.
Could that be? Could it be that? Could it be that he not getting the box all the time? He not getting that slobber knocker?
BS3 Network proudly presents the crew from the New York boroughs who never wants that smoke. Nah, they want that fire. Poppy J and Wise El Jefe, Fridays at 10 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure. Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
And today's show is sponsored by the BlueBirdMuse YouTube channel. You can click the link in the description of the show to be able to check out that channel. It's music for gamers, and they really have a little bit of everything. So make sure to check that out. That's today's sponsor, the BlueBirdMuse music channel on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, type in BlueBirdMuse, and you'll get direct access to that. So it's coming up halftime right now. Let me pull the screen back up. So 32-24, Tar Heels down by 6. It is very vital that they get back into this game. They do not want to fall too far behind before we get to halftime. So they're going to need to bring it close. And we got North Carolina passing the ball in. They are bringing it up the floor. Caleb Love, the leading scorer of the Tar Heels so far this season, is driving. North Carolina is looking a little sloppy, so you need to settle in. Pete Nance with the ball. Pete Nance at the 3, passing it over to Leaky Black. Down low to Baycott. A beautiful move, but he could not finish. And Indiana Hoosiers with the ball. Bringing it up the floor, Jalen Hood Scafino. I've been calling his name early and often. Driving down low, Indiana, number 5, Malik Renu. He misses a shot. North Carolina bringing it up the floor. R.J. Davis passing it to Pete Nance. R.J. Davis at the top of the key. Could have shot that. Passing it to Baycott. Davis over to Black. Black back to Davis. Davis to Baycott down low. Work him. Attempted shot, and he missed it, but he will be going to the line. Looks like Baycott is favoring that shoulder, so I'm not sure how he's doing. He did go to the bench, but a beautiful move. I mean, his down low moves are on point, but you got to finish. So he's at the line for 2. That was a foul on Jordan Geronimo. Baycott, first one is off the rim and no good. Offensive woes, they got up on the screen right now. 6 for 25. 2 assists, 4 turnovers. They're getting outscored 20-4 in the paint. You will not win games that way. Baycott at the line for the second one, and he misses that one as well. And the Hoosiers get the rebound. They're bringing it up the floor. And that is number, I thought that was number 8, but that's number 5, bringing it up the floor. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Excuse me. That's number 0, Xavier Johnson, with a beautiful shot. All right, North Carolina bringing it up the floor. They're going to need to get some points. Down by 10 at this point. And we have Caleb Love driving, passing it over to R.J. Davis. R.J. Davis to Pete Nance, passing it down low to Baycott. Let's finish, baby. Nice move down low, and he finishes. That's going to be our money right now. Indiana Hoosiers with the ball, passing it to Xavier Johnson. He misses it. And Jalen Scafino Hood bringing it up the floor. 34-26. And it looks like the Hoosiers have called a timeout. Yeah, so we're going to need Baycott, when his down low moves, like I said, are clean and smooth. The problem is the finishing point. He's 1 for 6, 7 rebounds, and 4 points. Pete Nance leading the team. Caleb Love, the leading scorer, only has 3. So we're going to need a more even distribution. Now, Jackson Davis for the Hoosiers with 10 points. Hood Scafino with 12. And Xavier Johnson with 6. Wherever you're tuning in, let me know. Jump into the chat. How you feeling about this game so far? If you're a Tar Heels fan or not, give me your thoughts on how you're feeling so far about this early season for the Tar Heels. Losing 2 games, and not just 2 games, but back-to-back games. That is not a good look. It is early in the season, so I'm not too worried. But they lost to Iowa State and Alabama. Alabama's ranked. They lost by 2. Iowa State, they lost by 5. So I don't like to say must-win games, but I think this is an important game to win. Indiana with the ball down low, and it was a missed shot by number 5, Michael Shipp. North Carolina driving. Leaky Black passing it to Nance. Nance is at the top, and pass intercepted. Indiana was getting ready to drive, but North Carolina gets the ball back. Man, they are double teaming up on R.J. Davis. At the top of the key. Beautiful shot and 3. We definitely needed that. And that's by number 11, DeMarco Dunn. Definitely needed that 3. 29-34, excuse me. Indiana's can't hold for the last shot because it is about a 4-second differential. North Carolina almost gets the steal. I don't know if they were going to call a backcourt there. Some needed energy from DeMarco Dunn, sophomore out of Tucson, Arizona. And if we can get a bucket real quick, that would be lovely. Indiana passing the ball in. Let me pull my screen back up. Driving, Xavier Johnson, and they're going to call a foul on Nance. Not really moving his feet. We got 9.1 seconds left. And we have Xavier Johnson going to the line, senior for Indiana Hoosiers. We got number 32 checking in the game for Indiana, Trey Galloway. He had 2 quick points early in this game. But let's hopefully we can get one shot. And Xavier Johnson does hit that first one. We're gonna need the bounce back here. Xavier Johnson at the line for the second shot. And he misses it. North Carolina with the ball. Let's get this shot here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pass was blocked. And that is the end of the first half. 35-29. And we have Baycott with 4 points, 7 rebounds, 2 fouls. Jackson Davis with 10 points, 7 rebounds. And he has 2 fouls as well. They're going into the locker room. Indiana still with those same pants those warm-up pants that they've always had. And they're showing some highlights here. We got Michigan State that was playing Notre Dame. Michigan State 5-2, Notre Dame 5-1. And I'm loving it. Like I said, I'm loving this ACC Big Ten Challenge. This is a really good back and forth. Let's go to the scoreboard. Notre Dame is up at halftime, 42-24. We also had Purdue going up against Florida State, 79-69. Purdue wins that game. They're ranked number 5. Edey for Purdue, 25 points, 8 rebounds. Green, 23 points for Florida State. We got Tennessee, 6-1. They beat McNeese, 76-40. Duke, they win against Ohio State. It's 81-72. And then Iowa State wins 63-44. Jackson Davis has been the man for Indiana so far. Here's the stat sheet. 10 points, like I said, for Jackson Davis, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Hood Scafino, he's 2 for 3 from the 3, 12 points. Bench points, 6 for the Hoosiers. Bench points for the Tar Heels, 8. And tonight's show, once again, is sponsored by BlueBirdMuse, YouTube music channel. Check that out. Click that link right in the description of the show. Music for gamers. So if you're a gamer, you definitely got music on there for you to make sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell. We are going to take a break, and we will be right back.
For Steph Curry, Tim Anderson, Jordan Alvarez, and it's caught. Debo Samuel with the catch.
Michael Jordan can sense.
The Fro just got the king.
BS3 Network. The hottest of hot takes. The coldest of cold hard facts. This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure. Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street, y'all done had problems. Maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I am BS3, and we are live right now on BS3 Network on a variety of different platforms. And we have a variety of content. We do content from A to Z. So as you can see, we got sports shows, we have relationship shows, we have spiritual shows, we got church on Sundays, got three services, on Sunday. We also do relationships, like I said, but we just have a variety of different content, society, and culture. So whatever's going on, you can find it right here on BS3 Network. And we have our own Roku channel. So you go to BS3 TV on your Roku TV or device, and you'll get access to all of the content that we put out. So we are at halftime, 35-29. We'll be bringing back that game action here shortly. A couple of other stats: 8 for 28 in field goals for the Tar Heels. For Indiana, 15 for 32. That's a huge contributor as to why North Carolina is down. From the three, 4 for 8. So they're shooting 50%. Indiana's shooting 22%. So that is a positive. 9 for 14 from field goal. They're going to need to capitalize on those field goals. On those free throws, 9 for 14. So they're shooting 64%. Hoosiers aren't really any better, 3 for 6, 50%. And went over bench points, 8 for North Carolina and 6 for Indiana. Duke won their game today. I'm not a Duke fan at all, obviously. I'm a North Carolina fan, so I can't be a Duke fan. That's impossible. That's blasphemy, if you will. All right, as we are on this break, let's get to some, let me bring up the college football rankings. Are you guys happy, upset about this? Georgia number 1, no surprise, they've been 12-0, dominant team all year long. And then we have Michigan, number 12. 12-0 as well at number 2. And then we have TCU, number 3 at 12-0. TCU is a huge surprise. I don't know about anybody else, but TCU is a huge surprise this year to be winning. The amount of games that they've won this year, I am completely shocked. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. But the amount of games that they've won this year, big shout out to Sonny Dykes and what he's doing over there at TCU. So a little bit of backstory here. I am in Texas, believe it or not. I'm in Texas, but I am a Tar Heels fan. Most of my family's from North Carolina. And I grew up a Tar Heels fan, and I'll be a Tar Heels fan till it's all said and done. No other way. I'm a ride or die Tar Heels fan. And like I said, I will be until I'm on the other side of the dirt, like the old people say. Let's get back to this college football standing. Number 4, we got USC. What a huge turnaround Lincoln Riley's been able to do. And whenever he has a quarterback, they win the Heisman. He had Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts, and this is probably going to be his 4th in Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is balling. No other way to put it. He followed Lincoln Riley over to USC, and it was not a mistake. And you see what they've done. Ohio State has dropped to 5 in the college football playoff rankings. Not surprised there. They lost to Michigan. Depending on how these conference games will go, Ohio State could jump back in. And then at 6 and 7, you got Alabama and Tennessee. So your 10 and 2 teams on the outside looking in: Alabama, Tennessee, Penn State, and Clemson. I don't see any of those getting up into that top 4, but you never know what happens. I'm going to bring it over to the scoreboard coming up for these games for Friday and Saturday. So we got Utah playing USC. They're actually playing in Vegas. That should be an interesting game. I'm picking USC, even though I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is the only team that USC has lost to. So could there potentially be an upset there? Maybe, maybe not. But I'm picking USC. We got Kansas State and TCU. I'm picking TCU there. I don't see any reason why they'll lose that game. They're playing at AT&T Stadium. That's right in my backyard. Like I said, I'm in Dallas. And we'll get back to the game, to the Tar Heels and Hoosiers once the game starts back. LSU playing Georgia in Atlanta. That's a home game for Georgia. Georgia should not lose this game. They should, I'm not going to say blow out, but they should convincingly beat. The line is at 17.5. So they should beat LSU with no problem. UCF and Tulane, that is in the AAC conference. I mean, to me, this is a toss-up. Doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I guess if you're a fan of one of these two teams, you know, however how you feel it would go. But I think I'm gonna pick. Pick UCF in this one. And Purdue and Michigan. Michigan should beat Purdue with no problem. Michigan 16.5 favorites. And then, you know, we're talking about North Carolina, and guess who's playing in the ACC championship game? Do I expect at all for North Carolina to win? Obviously not. I do not expect for them to win. But it is good to see them. They're going to be in the championship game. And number 23, North Carolina, they're 9-3, playing 10-2 Clemson. Clemson is favored. I am praying for an upset. Both hands closed like this. I'm praying for an upset. If that can happen, big shout out to the quarterback Drake Maine, who is a true freshman. That is, to me, that's wild what he's doing just as a freshman. And that's going to be the night game. Hopefully North Carolina can get an upset. I would love to see it, but Clemson is Clemson. They've been able to withstand a lot of different issues and been able to come back. So that's on the college football front. It's still at halftime, and we are going to take another break, and we will be back in just a moment.
What do you get when you watch or listen to the Life Happens podcast? Well, I'll let them tell you.
Kim and I are both ministers of the gospel, and the Life Happens podcast is a beautiful balance by simply taking our spirituality with real life and merging it together to create a beautiful balance. And that's what we do.
BS3 Network proudly presents Life Happens podcast, where Christianity and life intersect. Live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central.
That's why we here on this platform.
Marriage, a loving splendor, a daily grind. Such is the case when Damien and Jamie get together and chop it up, for marriage is real.
Let's just lay it all out here. Let's just be real with it.
Join this wonderful couple who keeps it real and always in love. BS3 Network proudly presents Marriage is Real, where love is the only thing that matters. Live every Tuesday at 8:30 Central.
All right, we are back and almost at game time. Coming back from the half, 35-29. And, you know, Indiana's just been able to feast down low. And even double teaming, Indiana's been able to hit those shots, you know, those shots from the three. So this is definitely going to need to be a better second half than the first half. All right, we're getting ready to kick it off. Points in the paint. 6 for North Carolina, 22 for Indiana. If that doesn't tell you anything, I don't know what does. All right, so let's get back to it. Let's see. Let me use this option right here so you can see the full screen. All right. North Carolina with the ball. Baycott up at the top, passing it to Leaky Black. Leaky Black driving. Air ball. Not only did he miss the layup, but he airballed it. Come on, guys. We gotta capitalize on these opportunities. All right. Indiana with the ball. Passing it down low to Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis in the paint and the left hand shot over Pete Nance. 37-29. Baycott with the ball at the top of the key. A long three, and missed by Caleb Love. He had an open look. Just wasn't able to capitalize on it. 0 points. 0 points for Caleb Love. Oh, actually, excuse me. He's got 3. But he had 0 points for the majority of the game. Jackson Davis down low with another bucket. He is eating. He is eating us alive down low. Foul on Baycott. Baycott now with 3 fouls and 4 points. I know scoring is not really his strong suit, but he should be giving us a double-double. He's got 7 rebounds. And Jackson Davis is putting the moves. He is putting the moves on Baycott. Shout out to my guy, CJ Boyd in the building. Said Mark Williams sold the game for the Hornets. He missed 2 free throws. Appreciate you for tuning in, bro. LaMelo Ball looks pissed, he said. All right, we got Indiana at the top of the key. Down. North Carolina is now down by 9. We're gonna need to kick it in gear at some point, or this game will continue to get further and further out of hand. Hoosiers with the ball. Xavier Johnson passing it over to Hood Scafino, passing it to Jackson Davis. Nice move down low. This kid's down low moves is crazy. He's a senior. I hope he gets an opportunity in the NBA because he is putting on a display right now. Pete Nance with the bucket for the Tar Heels, 38-31. Live reaction show of Tar Heels versus Hoosiers. No, this is not the live game. This is a reaction show. So you see on the screen, we have the ESPN pulled up. Xavier Johnson just had the easiest stroll to the lane. He missed the shot, thank God. And RJ Davis driving. Pete Nance has got some handles. Pete Nance has got a nice game. I'm glad he is on the Tar Heels. Then remember when Mark Williams missed free throws for Duke? I told you he was going to mess up in the NBA one day. And look what happened. So Pete Nance, his dad, Larry Nance, and his brother is Larry Nance Jr. Number 0, Xavier Johnson misses the 3 for the Hoosiers. This game is right now on ESPN. Obviously, you can watch it there. But thank you for tuning in to hear my reaction. Hoosiers bringing the ball up the floor. North Carolina's down by 7, 38-31. Jalen Scafino, Hood Scafino, driving to the hole, the easiest drive to the hole ever, and he makes the layup. Indiana up by 40. We are not defending in the paint at all. Caleb Love driving, almost a steal. Caleb Love didn't go to the league. Nope, he didn't. He came back. He's a junior. He could have left, but yeah, he did come back. They got unfinished business. They want to win the chip this year. They're not going to win a chip like this, man. They just leaving the lane wide open. Jackson Davis with another bucket. Indiana up 42 to Tar Heels 31. And it's rocking. Largest lead of the game, 42-31. Stop the bleeding. Another missed shot by North Carolina. Xavier Johnson passing it over to this kid's been money too. Just pass it over. And another bucket. Timeout. Miller Cope with the layup. Timeout. Tar Heels 44-31. We gotta stop this. All right, so commercial break. We will take a commercial break as well, and we will be right back. You're tuned in to BS3 Network, BS3 TV on Roku. Add BS3 TV on your Roku TV or device. We're also live on YouTube and Facebook, so make sure to like and subscribe there. And we are going to take a quick break.
This is a BS3 Network presentation. Politics.
They'll write the law, but they'll enforce it differently. Is that going to apply both ways?
Religion.
God never said that we can't reason together. Matter of fact, he said, let us sit and reason together.
Relationship.
I believe that everybody wants and needs somebody.
From a man's perspective.
They say, girls, if I put some polish on that and get him to buy some different clothes, girl, he could be a winner chicken dinner.
Join the thought engineer.
There's nothing wrong with me developing my piece and you developing your piece, but understand the goal is to come together.
And comedian John Yogi.
Negro, I don't need you putting on no chapstick up there in the pulpit. You do that over there in your chair.
Get ready for
Let's Talk Monday. Woo!
Live every Monday at 7 p.m. Central.
And tonight's show is sponsored by the BlueBirdMuse YouTube music channel. And BB stands for Blue Bird, as you can see on the screen, music channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification bell. It's got music for gamers and just some dope music to check out. And it's free music to access on their YouTube channel. Click the link in the description of the show, or just type in BBMuse on YouTube. All right, so we are back. 44-31. North Carolina down, and that lead has increased. That lead has increased. That is not a good look. We're gonna have to make a comeback, and it's not really looking good. Pete Nance leading the team in scoring, 4 for 7. Field goals 1 for 3 from the 3. Baycott with 4 points, 9 rebounds, 3 fouls. This is going to be a problem if he's not able to, number one, defend in the paint and score in the paint. Now, I do think he is battling a shoulder injury, so I am going to give him some break there. But we're going to have to figure out a solution. And it was pretty dope. They just showed Mike Woodson, whose alma mater is Indiana. He's the head coach of Indiana. And it showed Hubert Davis. Obviously, he went to North Carolina as well. All right, North Carolina's passing the ball in. Let's see if we can do what we need to do to get a comeback here. Got a couple of players checking in for the Tar Heels. Baycott checking out. Yeah, he is just, something's off with him. So he's definitely not feeling it. Beautiful pass in to Jackson Davis. Pretty much a alley-oop. And he makes that shot. Jackson Davis is NBA ready. Hopefully he gets a shot. 15 points tonight. All right, RJ Davis driving, passing it to number 11, DeMarco Dunn, sophomore. Give this kid some more run. Whenever he's on the floor, it's resulting in points. Give this kid some more run. Hubert Davis. So 46-33. Turnover by the Hoosiers. Here we go. This is opportunity to get another score. RJ Davis driving. Crossover on Jackson Davis, passing it to Dunn. Dunn passing it to Davis. Davis passing it to Leaky Black. RJ Davis deciding what he wants to do. Driving to the hole with a reverse and layup is good. 46-35. They're now down by 11. We have Hood Scafino up at the top for the Hoosiers, and he is driving. Almost a steal by North Carolina. Johnson with the shot, and it is good for the Hoosiers. Taking that lead back up to 13. North Carolina bringing the ball up the floor. Pete Nance with the ball at the top. The key, passing it to Dunn. Dunn going in for the layup, and is blocked by Jackson Davis. Alley-oop. Missed by the Hoosiers. Thank God, that would have been a highlight on SportsCenter. RJ Davis driving with a mid-range shot. Misses it. Nance with the rebound, passing it to RJ Davis. Sloppy. Puff Johnson with the shot. He is fouled. He will go to the line. There was a lot going on in that interaction right there. But the good thing is, North Carolina going to the line. A beautiful block on that play by Jackson Davis. Like I said, this kid is ready for the league. His down low moves almost similar to Olajuwon. I'm not saying he's Olajuwon, but from what I'm seeing right now tonight, his moves down low are similar to an Olajuwon. All right, thank you guys for tuning in on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We're also on Twitch, and we're on BS3 TV on Roku. If you have a Roku TV or device, add us right there. We are now on Roku, BS3 TV, variety of content, sports, society and culture, spirituality, relationships. You name it, we got it. And that is no exaggeration. We got shows every single night of the week. So whatever day you're thinking of tuning in, tune in. We'll have something live and we'll have something going on. We're at a timeout, 48-35. North Carolina trying to establish a comeback. Also, other topics we have, travel. We got 2 travel shows, Travelmatic, and we also have Charles Cole. We do TV and film reviews. We just did a Black Panther 2. If you're tuning in while we're on this commercial break, have you seen Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever? Give me your thoughts. Give me a rating. I would give it a solid A. I'm not completely blown away, but I do think they did a good job and they paid some respect to Chadwick Boseman. And we also have comedy. We have education, politics. So you want it, we got it. We got music videos. We have behind the scenes shows. We literally have it all when it comes to the BS3 network. So make sure to check us out. Even if you just go on there and check us out for a brief minute, that's cool. Add it on your Roku TV or device. And we're almost back. We are back from the TV timeout. 48-35. North Carolina's down by 13. At the line are the Indiana Hoosiers. We got Baycott and Caleb Love. Puff Johnson at the line for 2. The first one is good. Baycott was talking to his coach, and it seems like he was saying he can't go. So there's something up with him. I think it's the shoulder. Puff Johnson, younger brother of Cameron Johnson, plays for the Suns. He makes both. They're now down by 11. This will be a perfect time to get a turnover. Leaky Black D'ing up. Passing it down low. And that is a bucket by Malik Renew. North Carolina now down by 13. Pete Nance with the ball. Leaky Black driving. Passing it in the corner. Puff Johnson, air ball. Air ball. Awkward. That's on a shot that he was wide, and I say wide, he was wide open. It could have possibly called a foul, but he was wide open. Was not able to capitalize on that shot. Indiana have 3 players with 3 fouls. This could possibly work to North Carolina's advantage. Puff Johnson at the line makes the first one. And I'm sorry, they did call a foul on that. So he is at the line for 3. We need to make all of these. Let's go. Second one is good. Puff Johnson is making a living at the line tonight with the majority, with I think all of his points. He's got 5 right now. He's got 1 more attempt. Let's put this game within 10. Jackson Davis going to the bench. It's a perfect opportunity to capitalize here. The third one, he misses it. And the rebound is by number 22, Jordan Geronimo. We got Indiana bring that up the floor. Johnson passing it down low to Renew. Renew with the left hand in the lane. He misses that shot. Pete Nance with the rebound. RJ Davis bringing it up the floor. RJ Davis with the handle. with the shot, and it's good. I believe they just called a foul on Pete Nance. It looks like I don't know if that was a moving screen. Yep, it was a moving screen. RJ Davis did make the shot, but that was a foul. 7 turnovers for the Tar Heels, 4 for Indiana. All right, Indiana with the ball with a little bit of 3-man weave at the top of the key. Number 22 or 32, Trey Galloway driving. Little floater in the lane. And that's good, 52-39. Again, we're going to need to do something here. Pete Nance for 3 and air ball. Can't do that. Hoosiers bringing the ball up the floor. Number 22 with a wide open 3. That is Jordan Geronimo. He misses it. North Carolina bringing it up the floor. RJ Davis with the crossover. Nice shot. Jumper is good. Let's go. Kids love the Tar Heels. Indiana's with the ball. Hoosiers with the ball. Why I said, will you do other sports? Possibly, if I have time. I had time tonight, so I may. I did some NBA. I want to do a Cowboys game, but most Sundays are so busy, it's really hard to do that. But I am open to it. That is something that I want to do because it's pretty fun to be able to use my my commentating chops. But yeah, it may be something I may do in the future. All right, we got a timeout. 52-41. Indiana is up. We're going to, again, we got 11 minutes, 26 seconds left. This game's not over, but I think Baycott is done. Looks like he was wording to his coach or a trainer or something. It sounds like he was saying he's not going to be able to go. We'll see what happens. But we are going to take a break, and we will be right back. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with either my green screen or it's either my camera. It's probably my camera. I might have to get a new one. But my green screen went out, so you'll just see this green sheet behind me. It is what it is. It's a live show. Anything can happen. All right, so let's take a break, and we will be right back.
There's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. 4 men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Dog, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents The Forecast, where H-Rap B always predicts.
If I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
Live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
All right, we are back, folks. 52-41. North Carolina bringing the ball up the floor. And driving is number 2, Caleb Love with the bucket. Definitely needed that. He's got 5 points on the night. Hopefully we can get him going. Get him a little bit more than what he's got right now. And I know he's going to be able to contribute. Hoosiers with the ball. Pass down low to Renew. Driving, Trey Galloway. Galloway passes it. And for the long 3, he misses it. Long rebound. Hoosiers get the ball back. Johnson with the ball at the top. And it's intercepted by the Tar Heels. Baycott is back in the game, so he is going to be able to go 52-43. And Love with the drive, pass intercepted by Xavier Johnson, and an easy layup for the Hoosiers, 54-43. As you've seen in the promo, all the shows that we have on BSU Network, make sure to check us out. And it was a promo they just had. Love for the 3, he misses it. Driving, beautiful drive, pass intercepted. There's a tussle on the floor. Looks like they're going to call a jump ball. But they were talking about the all-time ACC team, which I believe this was Jay Bayless, and he had Michael Jordan. He had Christian Laettner, Ralph Sampson. Who's your all-time ACC team? Or who's your all-time, whatever conference you follow the closest, who's your all-time team? Thank you all those tuning on YouTube, BSU Network, Facebook, BSU Network, the Facebook group, BSU Network Group. And we're also live on Twitch and Roku, BS3 TV on Roku. All right, we got Hoosiers bringing the ball up the floor. Hood Scafino. Passing it down low to Jackson Davis. He has been money down low. Number 53 with the 3, Tamar Bates. Throwing up the 3. Extending this lead for the Hoosiers, 57-43. North Carolina bringing it up the floor. They're definitely going to need a bucket right now. And a nice floater by Caleb Love. And they're calling the charge on the Hoosiers. And that's on Tamar Bates. Tamar Bates with the long socks. Kind of reminded me of Kerry Kittles. Kind of letting y'all know my age. But Tamar Bates with a huge 3 on the last drive. All right, North Carolina going to be passing the ball in. Caleb Love bringing it up the floor. Like I said, the leading scorer for the Tar Heels. Tonight, though, he is, right now, he has 7. So he's getting into his groove with a step back 3. Is no good. Hoosiers with the rebound. Hoosiers bringing the ball up the floor. Hood Scafino with the ball. Driving. Pass to number 22, Geronimo, and it bounces off. So Tar Heels will have the ball going up the floor. And we will see what they're able to do. Hopefully they can get a bucket, because they definitely need it badly. Mike Woodson with a scowl on his face. Very concerned. In other news, where do you guys think OBJ is going to go? He's visiting the Giants on Thursday, and I believe he's visiting the Cowboys this week and Buffalo. So looks like that's the 3 options. Love driving to the lane, turn around, jumper. Looks like it was blocked. Baycott with the rebound, with the putback. That's what we need from you. What we need from you, young fella. I believe that shoulder is bothering him. He's got 6 points, 10 rebounds. Let's get that to a double-double. Tar Heels down by 10. Driving, Trey Galloway with the floater. Beautiful. Beautiful floater right there. All right, Tar Heels bringing it up to 459-47. Pass to Pete Nance. It bounces off the rim. Leaky Black gets the rebound. Ooh, nice move. Nice move by Baycott. Are they calling a blocking foul or a charge here? Based on Jackson Davis's face, they're calling a blocking foul. And Mike Woodson talking to the ref, he did not agree with that. 59-47. And we are going to take another TV timeout. So Pete Nance still leading the Tar Heels with 13 points. Jackson Davis with 17, Hood Scafino with 14, and Xavier Johnson with 11. All right, let's take a break, and we will be right back.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street, y'all done had problems. Maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
That promo right there is from one of our newest shows, and it's with a variety of great hosts. Myself, Wise El Jefe, he's in the building. That's Wise right there. We also have Cool McCain, Shady of the Shady Sports Network. We got Couch Coach. We have Nithin Ramachandra, and it's about the NFC East. And we are the best division. Hands down, you cannot deny that. With all four teams currently in the playoffs, that comes on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. So Tar Heels are going to need to try to get a comeback here. They're down by 12. And one of the things that the Hoosiers have been able to do is closing into that lane when somebody's driving. And they've been defending extremely well against the Tar Heels tonight, and it's shown. Thank you for tuning in, Card Breaker. We appreciate you for tuning in and the support. All right, we got Pete Nance driving. He's passing it to Seth Trimble, true freshman. He's been getting some runs, so he's got some trust of Hubert Davis. If you're getting run as a freshman, you definitely got some trust from Coach Davis. All right, Pete Nance with the ball, passing it down low to Baycott. with the dunk. That's what we need. We need that energy, and we need that dunk. We need to be able to get some momentum going here. Baycott with 8 and 10 rebounds. Let's get him to double here. Shot by Trey Galloway, misses it. RJ Davis bringing the ball up the floor. Tar Heels down by 10. Passing it to Nance. Nance driving, passing it down low to Baycott. Baycott stepped on the line. Well, they were saying he stepped on the line. Let's see what they say here. And a card breaker saying North Carolina could win if they would make their easy layups. Facts, man. If they would make the easy layups, number one. Number two, you got to make your free throws. And number three, they've just been leaving the lane wide open. I mean, that's going to result in you losing. Baycott, they actually called a foul. So Baycott at the line, he makes the first one. Tar Heels now down by 9. Let's see if Baycott can make the second one. Bring this, and North Carolina's been at the line 20 times. Baycott with the second one, and it's good. 51-59. There goes Baycott with that double-double. Like I said, if he can get that double-double, I think that's definitely helped us out. That's his 53rd career double-double. Shout out to Baycott. Jackson Davis backing down low, passing it to Johnson. Johnson driving in the lane. A weird shot. It did not go in. North Carolina driving, and it looks like a foul called on the Hoosiers. Got 6 minutes, 39 seconds left. I know my screen is a little bit off. And I think they called a foul on Johnson for the Hoosiers. And Love at the line. First one is good. Here we go. Let's hit these free throws. Caleb Love is an 84% career free throw shooter. Second one, he misses it. And the rebound by the Hoosiers. Race Thompson. He said they at least have a bit of a chance. They do. You're right about that. Card breaker. They're down by 7. As long as they could play some good defense, defend in the lane. So that means we're going to need Nance and Baycott to defend in the lane. Hoosiers passing it in. Johnson down low with the left hand. Good defense by Pete Nance. That's what we need. That's what we need right there. Good D. RJ Davis. Ball is stolen. Trey Galloway with the reverse layup. I am not a Hoosiers fan at all, but I like the play of Trey Galloway. Trey Galloway and Jackson Davis. He's got 10 points, Trey Galloway. Tar Heels with the ball. That is Love driving, passing it to Trimble. Love at the top of the key. 6 seconds left with a step back 3. He misses it. Hoosiers with the ball, bringing it up the floor. Johnson passing it to Galloway. And we got Hood, Scafino with the ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense. Jackson Davis does get the bucket. He's got 19. The lead is now up to 11 for Indiana. Trimble with the ball. Passing it to RJ Davis, and they are calling a foul. I believe that's on Johnson for the Hoosiers. And Trey Galloway with a nice reverse layup that they're showing on the highlight right now. Man, Jackson Davis's footwork is a work of art, man. I'm not gonna lie. RJ Davis at the line. 1-1. First one is good. Look like Mike Davis on the sideline eating the Werther's chocolate or something. RJ Davis, second one. It is good. All right, down by 9. 4 minutes, 54 seconds. Card breaker, they do have a chance. They do have a chance. They've been to the line 25 times. 32% from the field. And another bucket by Indiana. That's by Race Thompson. The Pacers are, not the Pacers, excuse me. The Hoosiers are deep. They're going into their bench. Nance with the 3, he misses it. Galloway with the rebound, passing it to Johnson as he brings it up the floor. Let me just pull up the stats here. Yeah, they've got 10 points from Galloway off the bench. Good defense down low for the Tar Heels. Let's get the rebound. Nance. Tar Heels bringing it up the floor. RJ Davis driving. Looks like he was going to shoot a 3, change his mind. We're under 4 minutes. Pass almost intercepted by Galloway, and it appears that we are at a TV timeout. But I was saying the Hoosiers are deep. They've got, like I said, Galloway with 10 off the bench, Bates with 3, Geronimo with 2, Renew with 2, and Jackson Davis with 19, Race Thompson. Hood Scafino with 14, Xavier Johnson with 11. Tar Heels, we got Baycott with a double-double. Pete Nance, almost a double-double. Needs one more rebound. RJ Davis with 9. Caleb Love with 8. Puff Johnson, Seth Trimble, and Dunn on the bench. All right, let's take a break, and we will be right back because we're at a TV timeout. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification bell. We'll be right back.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
All right, we are back, folks. 65-54. Tar Heels are down. They do have a shot. We got 3 minutes, 41 seconds left. as we're on a commercial break. Make sure check out the BS3 network and all the shows that we have. 31% for the Tar Heels from the field. They do have some time. They're going to have to make some stops, but there is a chance. There is a chance. In the ACC Big Ten Challenge, the ACC is leading 8-5. I think this is good to have some cross competition. Definitely get to see who is the best in the country. All right, we got Tar Heels passing it in. Nance to Baycott. Baycott to Love. Love with a long three, and it's good. Put your threes up. It's good. Love has 8 points in the second half. He only had 3 in the first half. So 57-65. We got 3:22 left. Xavier Johnson. Cardbreaker says, "Oh, that was a big time three that we needed by Caleb Love. Let's get a stop here, and that would help even more." All right, we have, and the Hoosiers got a lot of alum in the building. This is a big time game on both sides. All right, we got a little bit of a break here. Not sure. It looks like they're at the scores table trying to decide something. 65-57. And teams are going to the sidelines. Not sure if they're deciding the foul or what. But so I've got the game on. Obviously, it's muted. Points in the paint. Again, a big time reason for how tonight's game is going. 46-10. That tells you quite a bit there. Hubert Davis talking to the team, as well as Mike Davis talking to his squad. Let's see what what decision they're making here. We got Sean May, assistant coach of the Tar Heels, national championship winning Sean May. Didn't have the greatest of NBA career, but he is on the staff. And, North Carolina, they hire their own, so he could possibly be a future head coach. All right, Jackson Davis with the Hoosiers. Down low, passes it up top to Hood Scafino, passing it to Johnson. Johnson with the floater in the lane. It is good. Hoosiers back up by 10. RJ Davis with it at the top of the key. We're now under 3 minutes. Nice pass. Love to Baycott. And the dunk. That's what we needed right there. Johnson bringing it up the floor. Johnson running the clock out some. Passing it to bucket by Jackson Davis. Now down by 10. Cardbreaker says dub. You saying dub for the Hoosiers or for Tar Heels? Tar Heels down by 10. Yeah, Cardbreaker, you're a Hoosiers fan or a Tar Heels fan? All right, Tar Heels down by 10. Going to the line. We got Pete Nance. Oh, it says for North Carolina after the dunk. Okay, gotcha. All right, Nance for the first one is good. Nance. And I'm a little bit delayed. I got YouTube TV. Nance, the second one is good. 69-61. Hoosiers passing the ball in. Johnson driving, kind of roaming around. Fifino with it at the top of the key. Driving. Misses the shot. RJ Davis bringing it up the floor. Stop and shot. It is not good, and Hoosiers get the rebound. Johnson bringing it up the floor. RJ Davis defending. Pretty much just trying to run out the clock here. 69-61, as you can see there. Foul called on Leaky Black. And Indiana calls a timeout. So down by 8, minute 27. Tar Heels are running out of time. And it's early in the season. So I'm not going to be one of those fans that's going to say, oh, it's over for the Tar Heels. I don't agree, because last year they could have been counted out, being Hubert Davis's first season. I agree with you, Cardbreaker. So many fouls this game, it's not even funny. But Tar Heels, they'll be back. I'm not worried. Like I said, last year, to be able to do what they did, you know, in a situation where they honestly, I didn't think they were going to be there. It's early in the season. You know, anything could happen. All right, so we're at a timeout, 69-61. Very, very competitive game. They were just getting warmed up for the playoffs. Oh, they're just getting warmed up for the playoffs, says Cardbreaker. Yes, it's early in the season. Now, if the Tar Heels do lose this game, they are going to drop further in the rankings. But it's the early season. You know, as long as you get in the tournament, you know, that's really the most important. Really, that's the most important part of it. Last year they went 29-10, and they made it to the championship game, and they had a lead in the first half. So, you know, don't get down. Tar Heels fan, is still early. All right, Johnson with the ball at the top for the Hoosiers, passing it down to Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis passing it to Johnson. Johnson driving to the lane, and they're calling a foul. Let me bring my screen up. They're calling a foul. Let's see. This is on. Looks like it was all ball for Baycott. It looks like they're calling it on Baycott. I think at this point he's got 4 fouls. Yeah, call it on Baycott. Johnson makes the first one. 70-61. We got a minute and 9 left. And it looks like Indiana will go to 7-0, and Tar Heels will go to 5-3. And Johnson makes the second one. So Hoosiers up by 10. Nance passing the ball in. Passes it. Last 3-game losing streak was in 2020 for the Tar Heels. Floater by Love. 71-63. Tar Heels are down. All right, we'll see what happens here. We're under a minute. We've seen all types of things happen. So let's see what they're gonna do. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subs. Make sure to continue to check us out for future content here on BS3 Network. And we have a Roku channel. We have a YouTube channel. We're also on Facebook. So you can like, subscribe, follow, and BS3 Network on all avenues of social media. You can find us there as well. And I appreciate the support in the BS3 Network group. We're getting some people jumping in there and watching the show. Got some Hoosiers fans in here. Got a Tar Heel fan in here. So we appreciate your support there. All right, 71-63. Yeah, he says, let's go IU. Yeah, it's looking, and that is Chance or Bina. Thank you for tuning in, Chance. And Caleb Love intercepted the pass. They're trying to determine whose hand it was off of. Could be Tar Heels ball. Looks like it was actually off the hands of Race Thompson. This game is not over, folks. 71-63. And it looks like Hoosiers still have the ball, so they're going to be passing it in. They call a timeout or what? A foul on DeMarco Dunn, and Hoosiers going to the line. Johnson going to the line for the Hoosiers. And the first one is good. It's going to take the lead up to 9. Notable non-conference opponents for the Hoosiers. They beat Xavier. They're playing Arizona on the 10th, and they're playing Kansas on the 17th. And it appears that they're going to beat the Tar Heels tonight. So Hoosiers are in a good spot right now. I'm not going to hate on them at all. And Hoosiers get the ball on a steal. Well, I'm sorry, on a rebound. Excuse me. So Tar Heels down by 10. Yeah, it's not looking good. Johnson back at the line. First one is good. Lead is now at 11. Tar Heels going to lose another one, going to 5-3. I would not be surprised if they drop down out. They could possibly drop out of the top 25. Again, it's early in the season. Tar Heels bringing the ball up the floor. RJ Davis driving, gets the layup. Lead is now at 10. And a foul on Johnson as he goes to the line. Let's see what Johnson is shooting tonight. He's been going to the line 7 for 8. And you got Tar Heels player, the Just Tech in Tyler Nickel, freshman out of Virginia. But Johnson is now 8 for 9. And he misses the second one. Tar Heels bringing it up the floor. RJ Davis with the ball. Nice crossover, passing it to Nance. Nance misses the shot. And it appears they're calling a foul. And round of applause. I mean, what a performance by the Hoosiers tonight. 76-65. Galloway at the line. He makes the first one. Tar Heels definitely looking disappointed on the sideline. I get it. I mean, I would too. This is definitely a game that they wanted to win. Primetime game on ESPN. Love with the 3. He misses it. It's going to let the clock run out. And this one is in the books. 77-65. Indiana goes 7-0. Carolina goes to 5-3. And Indiana is celebrating. And that's a big time win. That's a big time win for that program. They're now, like I said, 7-0. As we look forward for both teams, Tar Heels have now lost 3 in a row. They play Virginia Tech on the 4th. They play Georgia Tech on the 10th. Then they play the Citadel on the 13th. Those are their upcoming games. More than likely, like I said, they're probably going to drop out of the top 25, so do not be alarmed if you see that. Indiana, they have Rutgers, Nebraska, and number 4, Arizona. So they have some big-time matchups going down. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this special edition of Late Night with BS3. Live reaction of the Tar Heels versus the Hoosiers. I will definitely be doing this again. And make sure you check out BS3 Network. Leading scorer for the Tar Heels, Pete Nance, as you can probably see on the screen there, possibly, with 15 points. Leading scorer for the Hoosiers, Jackson Davis with 21. Rebounds, 12 for Pete Nance. So Pete Nance with a double-double. Jackson Davis with 10. Assists, 2 for RJ Davis and 4 for Jackson Davis. Also, we have Baycott with a double-double, 12 and 10. RJ Davis, 11 points, 7 rebounds. Caleb Love, 13 and 3 rebounds. Off the bench, Puff Johnson with 6. Seth Trimble with 3. And then Dunn with 5. I want to see him get some more playing time. Hood Scafino with 14 points. Xavier Johnson with 20 over on the Hoosier side. Trey Galloway with 11 off the bench. Great performance by the Hoosiers. And looking forward to the rest of this college basketball season. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. And the sponsor of tonight's show is the BBM YouTube music channel, the BlueBirdMuse YouTube music channel. Make sure to subscribe, click that notification bell, and like their most recent video. The link is in the description, or you type in BBMuse, M-U-S-C, on YouTube, and you will be able to check out the music that they have on there. Music for gamers, music for chill. It's got some lo-fi on there. So make sure to check that out. And once again, thank you everybody for tuning in on all the platforms.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
That's what we do. Still Tar Heels, ride or die. Never going to change. A loss is a loss, but we'll definitely bounce back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great night. Peace.